Hey everyone, I wanted to inspire you today to start wherever you are and begin growing your own vegetables, even your own fruit trees, those things that can help not only to provide you with food, but increase sustainability and healthy, nutrition dense foods. Did you know that when you go to the grocery store, most of the nutrition in your vegetables and your fruits have diminished greatly, even in some cases more than 50%. But when you grow your own vegetables and your own fruits picked straight from the vine, from the soil, you are gaining so much health and you are adding into your future health bank. So let me inspire you today. I'm just going to show you a few of the areas that we're growing things in. In this bed here we have a variety. We have some tomatoes. Here are some that are blooming already. We have in between some carrots, as you can see here, and interspersed around we also started growing some broccoli for the first time. Moving on, here we have some squash growing, and if you just lift up here you can see the bloom here. Of course we want that to be pollinated so that it will turn into its fruit. We have a few more broccoli and we have another tomato. Now as it starts growing we may need to trellis this because this does like to get taller, and we might need to have something to kind of help it keep its place. So as it grows through the season, we'll go ahead and trellis as well. Moving over here, this echinacea was down to the soil. It was completely gone, and then it totally sprang back up. As you can see here, we're probably going to get some beautiful blooms this season. We've also interspersed some potatoes. You can go ahead and check out my previous video where I showed you those potatoes blooming in the other garden bed. We also have some snap peas growing. These also like to climb up. So if you have a trellis or something like this, we have this additional part here on the bed itself. This is oftentimes where they like to climb with these little, almost like finger-like projections here. It'll climb up onto this area here, like a little wall. We also have some onion chives. These are so wonderful to add to your dishes. They produce seeds and then they just reseed, and that's what happened with this one. We have some more potatoes here. As you can see, these are red potatoes compared to the others that I showed you in the previous video. We've got some peas growing here already, and they'll continue to grow. We have quite a few here. And the more you pick, the more you stimulate that growth. This is my medicinal area, and I have also interspersed a few things within. We've got some more potatoes here, red potatoes. These are sweet potatoes. We've got some oregano, which is a wonderful herb to have. Another medicinal herb here. And we have another here. This is comfrey. Okay. Here I went ahead and I worked on the ground along with, you'll see some of my children and we helped to prepare this new garden bed. There used to be a tree here and it was damaged, and we went ahead and we had taken that down quite some time now. So when you see me working on it, you'll see I had to pull out some roots and do some cutting of those strong bands that were still there from the roots. But we worked on it and I went ahead and I planted some basil. This is cinnamon basil. And I also planted some Swiss chard. And then we also tried something new. This is kamatsuna, which is a spinach variety that actually originates from Tokyo, Japan. So I really want to go ahead and help to remind you, wherever you are, go ahead and start growing what you can. Even in a small space, you can really increase your sustainability. Even think about planting what you can for a year's worth of vegetables that you can even look into preserving, whether the preserving be through dehydration, through freezing, or some people even like to can. But just make sure when you're canning that you're looking into the best possible ways to preserve your particular item so that you don't decrease the nutritional value. I'm going to go ahead and show you how we worked on this area and how we planted it. And as it grows, I'm excited to show you the difference that you're going to see and how it blooms through the season. actually an old tree here, so that's why you saw me cutting out some of those really vigorous roots that were still in the ground. But this should be very good fertile soil since it had such wonderful life before. That tree was old and we had to take it down due to some damage. So think about places such as these that are not being used that can be such a wonderful spot to start maintaining some sustainability and really producing for you, as I mentioned before, even a year's worth of your veggies that you can then preserve. So we ended off with a little light layer of our wood chips, not to cover the seeds deeply, just a little light layer to produce a little covering, and then lightly watered because the soil was actually pretty moist as you went down lower. So I hope this has been an inspiration for you, and keep on doing all you can to be more and more sustainable. And until next time, be blessed.